Hello YouTube, it's me Justin. I'm doing a topic today of I watched a video last night of somebody that I'm subscribed to, and I wanted to do my own video, not to be a copycat or anything, because the video was why am I having these suicidal thoughts. And this person, I watch a lot of his videos. I have two people that I watch a lot of recovery videos. I'd like to mention their names, but I'm not going to do that. One that I am going to eventually ask for permission for. He has a Facebook page of recovery that I'll highly recommend. But like I said, I'd rather have permission first. I don't want to go spreading people's names out, so to speak. But anyways, this person was dealing with, why are they having these suicidal thoughts? And my feelings about because if you've watched any of my other videos, about dealing with suicide, I've experienced suicide my whole life, from a young age. So pretty much consider myself an expert in suicide. Where do these suicidal thoughts come from, and why do they happen in recovery? Well, for you that are new to recovery, some people, they count days, and they count weeks, and they count months. Some people don't. And some people go about recovery all by themselves, and they have nobody to praise them. And for you folks out there that have had to do that, I feel for you. I truly do. So, anyways, when you experience that first 24 hours that you went without a drink, you're on this new mission, this new high. And then you hit your first week, 7 days without a drink. Then your first month, you're so proud of yourself. And then your friends and your family are so proud of you, and it's just an upward climb. And I talk in alcoholism, the rollercoaster ride, it's all up and, down, up and down, up and down. Well, that's the same thing in recovery. When you're counting the days, you wake up one day, you feel great. You're like, I'm sober. I'm kicking ass at this being sober thing in my recovery. And there does come a time, be it 6 months for people, be it a year. I'm at 1 year and 1 month. And I've had times where I've been in recovery but never made it to, as far as I am now. But there comes a time when that excitement, like the one guy referred to it as being on a puffy pink cloud. Now, personally, I say cloud 9, most people do, or cloud 99. That's how I feel. That's how I felt in the beginning. I'm on cloud 99. Nothing can stop me. And, like the guy says in one video, the sky's blue, or, food tastes better. The air smells cleaner, just everything's bright and clear. You don't have that fog. And you're going to hit that, what I call that plateau of normalcy. See, and when you're an alcoholic and you go into recovery and you take away that alcohol, you have a void. You have this empty void that was once filled with alcohol, so you have to find a way to replace that void. Now me, that void is Pop-Tarts and milk. That's why I got fat, which I got to start working out. My daughter even said so, what she says goes. But anyways, once you hit that plateau, people around you, you're not getting that praise and that attaboy and that pat on the back. And it's not that you're being selfish and you're like, I should be praised. Why aren't people, It's that people adapt to the new sober you, so the newness is gone away. So subconsciously you're like, this is, I'm sober, but, this is boring, and once you lack that praise and the excitement of waking up sober each day and it becomes normal, that's where you're at real high risk of relapse, because you're like, well, this is no fun. I'm sober, and not everybody. I'm not getting that high five and those phone calls as much, and hey, so that's when people reach for that bottle again, that beer, that needle, whatever you're recovering from, and I urge you not to, So in essence, the excitement and the high of being sober, when that kind of plateaus and sputters out, there becomes another void. There's another void you have to fill, and that's when people experience the suicidal thoughts. Like, I've tried everything, I worked so hard, I'm sober, and now I feel down. I feel that high is gone. So it's almost like coming down off of a high. Like, this sucks. You could be driving down the road and you see a semi truck coming towards you, and you think, oh, I could just swerve in front of them, and then poof, like, where the hell did that thought come from? It happens. People have them. When you're going through recovery and you plateau, you're not going to stay there. Those thoughts will fade away. Now, what I do personally is I pray. I'm a firm believer in God. I believe God has a secretary up there saying, it's Justin again on line 2. And God's like, what does he want now? So, anyways, and there are people that don't believe in God. And, I don't judge people. You're entitled to your own beliefs by all means. If you don't pray, like I say, find a hobby. But, once those thoughts of suicide, get overwhelming, just know that this could be the reason why. Don't think you're crazy, Don't think I got to run to the doctors and have them shove, handfuls of antidepressants down my throat. Talk to somebody. Talk to a counselor. Watch videos. Create your own YouTube video channel like I did. I've got 7 subscribers and I'm still blabbing, making these videos, and, I hope one day somebody will view them. I don't get many views because I'm new to it. But these videos I do for myself in my recovery. Now, if they were to help somebody eventually, somebody that's having these thoughts comes across this video and it's like, okay, that makes sense. I'm not freaking nuts. That plateau. Okay, okay, he's saying what he says makes a lot of sense. If that saves that person from going to the store and relapsing, then that's icing on the cake for me, for this channel. So, I encourage people to, take those thoughts seriously. Do not, this guy that's going through right now, I wish I could reach out and talk to him, and, I wish he'd see this video. Maybe it might help, but in his history, he's, relapsed before, so, I'm sure he knows a little of why these suicidal thoughts come. Do I have them? Absolutely. They come. Sometimes they can last a day. They can last a millisecond. Or they can last a week. It sucks. Do they get so bad to where I want to drink again? Absolutely not. I got way too much to lose. I gained way too much. I worked too hard at this to give up on a freaking drink. So, alcohol, you can suck it. And I say that now. But in recovery, that's a promise you can't make. But I'm not touching that shit. So, but anyways, those thoughts are going to come. I don't care who you are. Everybody that I've met in recovery, I repeat myself a lot. I'll even say I repeat myself a lot. But when you're climbing and you're all excited and it sputters out, you can fire that engine back up and get right back up on that high, But just, find a hobby, talk to somebody, pray. Like I said, if you don't pray, do something new, something different. You're not going to have or you got to kick yourself in the ass. You're going to want to sit home. You're going to want to miss work. You're going to want to relapse. You're not going to want to relapse, but you're going to relapse if you let these thoughts of suicide take over. And please, I urge and I pray for you not to act upon those thoughts. You're not going crazy. Your brain's still recovering too. You got to remember that. You're misfiring. It takes a long time for that brain to recover. You know, 6 months, even a year, your body's still. It takes a long time. So, have faith in yourself. Don't give up. Don't relapse. Suicidal thoughts, they suck. They really do. But to act upon them, it's just not worth it. They're a dark place to be. And the way I think why they come is, like I said, that high, that excitement. It's every day I'm waking up, it's a new day, I'm sober, and then eventually it's, like I said, it becomes a normalcy, around you. To you, it's still a fight. You're going to fight this to the day you die. I hate to say it, but, you'll go months without even having an urge, and then you might go a year and then be like, I'll never have an urge for a drink again, and then something might spark in your head or something will trigger. Those, triggers, you got to know what your triggers are. You got to try to address them. Triggers will set you back and you will lose everything all over again. So, basically, just know that, it's not that people, get bored of you. They're adapting to the new sober you. And the excitement goes away, but you can force it to come back, Turn your recovery in a different direction, still move forward with it, but, focus it on something new like I'm doing now with these videos. I never thought on earth I'd do a YouTube video. Now I'm doing a bunch of them, probably driving people crazy, the 7 subscribers I do have, I know they're not viewing them because I see the views that I have, but these videos are for me. And if they help somebody eventually, then like I said, that's icing on the cake. And I like icing. I love icing. You can see I'm definitely gotten fat. My daughter told me I have to start working out like I used to. What she says goes. So, hey, even if you're watching this, I'll get to it. So, anyways, suicidal thoughts. Why are you having them? This is my own opinion. But talk to somebody. Don't hold them in. Don't put a fake smile. Even in recovery, you can frown. But please let people know. Don't act on them. All right. That's my take on it. I hope everybody out there in recovery is doing well. And the newbies on the road to recovery, it's going to be a rough ride, but it's well worth it. Y'all stay safe.